One of the wonderful things about the holiday season is that there are many traditions that are established in the holiday season, and one of those wonderful traditions that have been established in the time frame of upwards to a quarter of a century around the local area is Santa Cops. And the president of the Weld County Board of Santa Cops is Greeley Police Officer Mark Forg. And Mark is our guest. Mark, nice to have you with us. Ho, 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 it's holiday season.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, we thank you. Santa Cops has been a tradition, and I can't imagine that anybody that has been around for the past 20, 25 years, upwards to that, is not familiar with the program. But just give us a little bit of an overview of what Santa Cops does, some of the premises for it. Why is it all falling into place?
We try to provide toys for those children who wouldn't otherwise receive a toy. We also try to build community relationships between the police department and the public, the children.
And I think that sometimes people don't really realize that there are a lot of people that are in a depressed, if that's the proper given word for families, at least financially. A lot of children are left lacking or potentially left lacking around the holiday season.
Yes, there are a great number of kids who, as I said, would not receive Christmas presents if it wasn't for Santa Cops.
And as inferred, or if I didn't suggest strong enough, this is a Weld County-wide program, and I know that it originally, I think, started with your agency, the Greeley Police Department, but now the Weld County Sheriff's Department and a number of other agencies are all involved in mass, right?
It did, and Santa Cops has been going on for over 20 years, and Santa Cops of Weld County, we try to help all the kids of Weld County. Numerous agencies are involved throughout Weld, including the Sheriff's Office. They're very involved with this.
Now, I know you and your contemporaries, as well as your contemporaries in the other departments, are involved very, very significantly, but you also take advantage of people that are able to devote time and come forward and volunteer as well.
Volunteers are very important. If we didn't have volunteers, we wouldn't be able to complete the job we need to, which is to wrap and package all these gifts. So yes, volunteers are very important.
And I know some of that has already probably been consummated by the time that this interview is aired and broadcast, but nonetheless, we want to emphasize too, obviously you couldn't succeed if you didn't have the gifts, money, toys, etc. Let's accentuate that.
Yes, all the toys that go out are provided through donations, whether it's the toys themselves or whether it's money to help purchase the toys to provide for the kids. So that's all donated from the public.
Okay, let's talk about the logistics. Where do people go to donate? How can they donate? How can they send money? How can they drop off money? How can they drop off toys?
They can drop off toys or money checks at the Greeley Police Department, Evans Police Department, Weld Sheriff's Office, numerous police departments around the county, and the checks would be made out to Santa Cops of Weld County.
Okay. We talk about the children. Are we talking about specifically identified age ranges?
We handle all children from infant to 17 years old, so it's a vast group of them.
Okay. My understanding is that probably an age range of 11 to 17 is probably the most prominent need. Is that correct?
Yes, we receive a lot of gifts within the younger kid age range. Obviously, we need all gifts, or we'll take all gifts that are donated, all new packaged gifts. But we have a special need for 11 to 17-year-old children.
Okay. And you have a need, and I know you do get the information from various agencies. How are the children identified, the families identified that might be in need at this time of the year, Mark?
Referrals are completed by police officers, by probation, social services, and the schools throughout Weld County. They complete the referrals and then turn them into the police department or to the board, and we work on them. We do not accept self-referrals.
Based at least on the most recent years, do you have any idea how many children are served, how many families are provided gifts, just at least in general, or at least your best estimate?
Last year was approximately 3,500 to 3,600 kids, that being a total of approximately 1,100 families.
For people that are interested, maybe in referring somebody else in need or somebody that would want to volunteer, whether it be this year or in ensuing years, how best do they contact you and or your contemporaries in Santa Cops, Mark?
I can be reached at 970-350-9659. And then they can also contact the Sheriff's Department or their agency, their jurisdiction they live in.
Hey, just great to see the spirit of the season that reigns with you and your contemporaries. I know you put in a lot of work, but I know there's just a nice warm spirit and connection with that.
It is great. It's great the response you get from the kids and the family that you service, that you help with Christmas, help make their Christmas merrier.
Okay. Happy holidays, and once again, thanks to you and all of the people involved.
Thank you.
Officer Mark Forg, again, our guest on the segment of Inside Gritty. He's from the Gritty Police Department and serves as the president of the Weld County Board of Santa Cops.